Chapter 4, Tieguai's solitary encounter with a master. After leaving Mount Huashan, Tieguai returned to his secluded cave in the deep forest. Deeply understanding the teachings of Laozi and pondering over the words of Wan Qiu, he delved deeper into his Taoist practices, truly devoting himself to his cultivation. He could sense the spiritual energy, and his reputation spread far and wide, attracting seekers of the path from all directions who hoped to become his disciples. One day, while Tieguai and his disciples were discussing the principles of the Tao, they suddenly noticed auspicious rays of light surrounding his window. After observing for a while, he exclaimed, "This kind of aura is extraordinary. Surely, someone special is about to visit my humble abode." Thus, he decided to take a solitary walk outside the meditation room. On the pinnacle of the mountain, he saw an eagle flapping its wings, pausing on a high peak. He sighed and said, "As the poem goes, a soft yellow bird, halting at the corner of the hill. I understand why it lingers here. This eagle, alone in its majesty, clearly knows when to stop. Even the most skilled archer can only admire it from afar, and the talents of a skilled weaver are of no use in this realm. Yet, why do people relentlessly chase after hollow fame and pursue insignificant gains, pushing themselves into traps, only to regret it on their deathbed? Can they not learn from this eagle? I become even more vigilant." He then recited a quatrain. "Knowing to cease chasing even an inch further, even golden eyes may turn slightly red. Fluttering his sleeves, standing atop the towering peak, why would one imitate the pursuit of dust?" After reciting the poem, Tieguai happened to see ethereal auspicious clouds, with a clear aura permeating the air. Two figures were riding on cranes as they approached. He carefully observed and recognized them as Laozi and Wan Qiu. Tieguai hurriedly welcomed them and paid his respects. Laozi smiled at Tieguai and said,
"Observing your performance today, it is indeed worthy of inheriting my past ideals."
They then entered the straw cottage together. Tieguai once again sought guidance from Laozi, bowing before him. Laozi said,
"The process of cultivating the Tao gradually diminishes, until one reaches the state of Wu-Wei, where action arises effortlessly. Cultivate a tranquil state of mind, nurture your inner energy, and act selflessly in harmony with all things."
He made an agreement with Tieguai, saying,
"I wish to travel to the various countries of the Western regions, and I hope you will accompany me. 10 days from now, please come with your divine consciousness to accompany me, and do not break our agreement."
After speaking, he and Wan Qiu rode on the crane and flew into the sky together. Tieguai watched them depart, filled with admiration, before returning to the straw cottage. Unbeknownst to him, time passed swiftly, and 10 days had already elapsed. He called for his disciple Yang and instructed him, "I will project my soul and head to Mount Huashan to meet with Lao Jun. My body will stay here. If my wandering soul does not return within 7 days, you may perform a spell to transform my body into qi. If it is not yet 7 days, you must protect my body and prevent any harm, so as not to betray my request." After finishing his instructions, he entered a state of contemplative meditation and departed.